Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. On this President's Day, we are so excited that you have come on this morning. If you're new to this family, we want to say welcome. Normally, I have my husband here. He'll be here in a minute, but I have a cute animal next to me instead. But we on Monday mornings, we do our best to get together and really cover what's going to happen for the week within LifeWave and also to let you know what's happening within Champion Makers and with our top tier team. So if you're new, we do want to say welcome to you. Welcome to a family. We really, really, really do care for our team very much. And so we are right in the middle of a Hawaii trip. And so we are, well, right at the end of it. And our goal is to help you get to Hawaii this week. And so, if you are new, it is absolutely doable. This is not something that is not doable. And so, that's especially with what we have going on this week. So, um, you're going to have to kick her out. Rick is coming. So, let's go ahead and let's share the screen again and go to the Zooms that or the slides that we have for today. Oh, there you go. Start playing my music. All right. If you look in the back office, you actually have an awesome opportunity with LifeWave. And so if you look at this week, if you buy two sleeves of X39, you do get an X49. If you're new, we do want you to know that the synergy with the X39 and the X49 are massive. And there is actually in YouTube, there is actually a video that David Schmidt did. So if you look up David Schmidt X39, X49, you'll see the synergy of these two patches together. So any of your athletes, any of your trainers, any of your people with heart conditions, with broken bones, aka my son had one, then this is an opportunity that you're going to want to jump on because really the synergy of this is just incredible. So the X39, X49, I will be actually placing this on our Facebook page, also with some very attractive flyers to explain what the X39 and the X49 do. So if you are not on our Facebook page, or those of you that are actually leaders on here, if you guys can make sure that your team are invited to the Facebook page, that would be wonderful. And I'll show you how to plug in there. So there's that. Another highlight article in direct sales news. So Rick and I have never done direct sales before. We didn't know that DSN was a big deal. We want you to know that direct sales news, they look consistently for innovators. They look consistently for how are they paying out to their brand partners? What is the synergy of the brand partners compared to the preferred customers? All that DSN announced us as a true industry innovator. So over the course of the next 30 to 40 years, LifeWave is just getting started. They are saying that this is going to be the most unbelievable company in the world that is going to place direct sales back on the map. So this is just a huge opportunity for you to just screenshot this and know what is so special about our company. If you are new and you have not joined the school app, Patch with Purpose, that community, I want to show you how you're going to get in on that real fast. When you go to toptierstart.com, you are going to see, let's see if I can make it. There you go. You're going to see join school community. This is for all of you as brand partners. This is how you're going to join the text thread. And then this right here, join Patch with Purpose. This is for you and anybody that's ever jumped in as a customer. So this is important for all of us to be a part of. There is going to be this week a Q&A with Nurse Patty Glick. She's going to be doing like a coffee type situation, talking about the patches, answering questions. And we will be posting that on our Facebook page and giving it to you all as leaders. And what we want you to remember is you are a leader. If you've enrolled even just one person, it is going to be your responsibility to communicate with that person what is going on. And so, this is just a massive once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. And as you are entrusted with people in your organization, it is our job to lead them. And so, huge opportunity there. So, we will definitely be touching base on that. Unstoppable is coming up August 7th through the 9th. Right now, you can save $100 on an Unstoppable ticket package. Again, if you're new, this is absolutely vital for you to go to. Absolutely vital. If you are going to take this seriously at all, if you want to impact your life and the people's lives around you or build an organization of any magnitude, it's so important that you go to this. Unstoppable is here, and the promo code Bahamas 100 is going to give you $100 off. And so you can actually pay only $99 to get the spot. And they are losing money on this. They do not make money on these conventions. They really put these conventions together to educate, to get all of us together as a team. And so it's not just about you, who all in your organization can you get there, right? So this is so important. So if you're new and you say, oh my gosh, I just started last week, understand that this is the fastest growing company in the world in direct sales. It's past any other health, any other type of organization by far. Nobody is going to catch up to us. It's the innovation is all there. But in order to run with this, you want to be a leader, and this trains you to lead your team in a powerful, powerful way. Okay, let's see if I pass the test today. So here is your live schedule for February 16th through the 22nd. Tonight, there is a live Zoom with Catherine Hall with Champion Makers. She does a great, oh man, she does a great, this is, oh, I knew I was going to do it. Okay, now you can screenshot this. Okay, she does a great job on presentations, and she is going to be presenting tonight. I'm sure she will have some great testimonies. She's seen some incredible things happen in her organization. And then the ladies Zoom, Rebecca Plant is going to do tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I will be covering Testimony Tuesday, covering science. We've got some new testimonies that are coming in. Oh, yeah. Bring a friend. So this is an invite for all of your friends. This is an invite. So invite and bring somebody with you, and then also bring yourself and your testimony. Wednesday, Danny McDaniel is going to be leading the directors and above for Champion Makers. And Wednesday night, guys, this is what we're going to talk about this morning. This is too big of an opportunity to miss. Our very own Dr. Duggar is going to be speaking and going to be presenting. He is going to bring it and take it home. Also, the eye doctor that we have had before back just a few weeks ago is going to be presenting with Dr. Duggar, and Danny is trying to work on one more doctor. We're going to talk about that today. Our goal is to help all of you get to director, because once you break open director, you start breaking open the binary piece of the compensation. We get paid 9 different ways, and that binary is huge. And so we're going to help you get there today, or we're like literally today. And then there's training treasures on Thursday night. I'm going to be covering getting you to director and manager. That's what I'm going to be covering with Q&A after. And so this is a great opportunity for your new people. And then also, so guys, we have one of the fastest growing, if not the fastest growing men's organization within LifeWave. Okay. Just because Rick, who's sitting next to me, he's come from the corporate world, kind of corporate world, Nissan, and he owned a dealership. And so, when men feel like they are a part of something that is very real, I'm not knocking it, but this is not Mary Kay, this is not skincare. This is not anything like that. Okay. When they see that this is a very viable business, this is a business opportunity, they get excited. And so the men, I don't know what they talk about. They talk about manly stuff. Okay. Men.
Reserved for the men.
He said he reserves it for the men. So it's going to be the top tier link, workwithtoptier.com. Now, I do want you to see this Wednesday's Dr. Zoom. The passcode is lowercase doc, lowercase doc. It is not wave. So this is very important for you guys to see this because this piece right here is going to get you on. I'm going to be creating a flyer that is not for social media, but for you to invite your people to. And we're going to talk about that tonight. And then there's a new brand partner training and a brand partner training for everyone on Saturday. We don't have a topic yet, but that will be on Champion Makers as well. And just be watching the Facebook group, just be leaning in as leaders because we communicate everything to all of you. So as soon as we have a title, as soon as we have, I let our leaders know immediately. And so if you say, Brittany, I want to be one of your leaders, I'm building this thing, let me know, and Rick and I will put you in our personal group thread. You may get multiple because you might have a great leader above you as well, but our goal is to help you lead a massive organization. So now, Hawaii, this is your last week to hit Hawaii. The Robinsons hit this very, very quickly the first time that they ever jumped in. So if you say, I just jumped into this business, but your dream is to get to Hawaii, our goal is to get you to Hawaii. If you've been in for just a few weeks and you say, well, I still need 50 points, I will tell you that Lou Brown, our very own Lou Brown, jumped in and got in, I believe it was 9 hours that he got to Hawaii. So we can get you there. We can absolutely get you to Hawaii this week. And this is how. Okay. Wednesday is going to be the doctor Zoom. Okay. Now, our goal is to help you put multiple people in your organization before the doctor Zoom. So, Rick and I are actually going to be probably putting in 10 to 15 people this week. And this is how. Okay. We know what the power of a doctor Zoom does. We are not waiting for the doctor Zoom. Okay. So, we created this last night. Who are we going to put into our binary before the doctor Zoom? One of the very important things that you guys want to understand is that this is a binary company, meaning when somebody gets a spot with you, anybody that joins after them actually falls underneath them in volume. And once they hit director, they can start capturing the market share dollars that you're placing underneath them. So this is almost like getting a spot in Apple or Microsoft before it was Apple or Microsoft, right? And so when you really understand that this is a binary company, we have a very unique opportunity to build in a very special way versus any other type of direct sales business that is unilevel, or every time somebody ships, you might get a little portion of. No, no, no. You also get paid in a binary way. So I put together what I'm saying to our people, as you know, or you may not know, right? One of the two, you don't know. We are bringing a technology to the area that is stem cell activating. And then a lot of times I'll say, what do you know about stem cells? And if they say, I don't know, but I know stem cells are good. Okay, well, this is unbelievable. And there's a doctor Zoom on Wednesday that I'm going to be plugging people into on the health side because I know that they desperately need this. But I know that you're entrepreneurial. And so I want to send you a quick Zoom first before I get our friends in on the health side. And you'll probably want to do the same thing as well so that we can introduce this technology to the area together. I would love for you to watch a quick video and put you in prior to plugging in the rest. I highly recommend anyone you know who is desperately needing a miracle to get them onto the Zoom this Wednesday because this is huge. Stem cells are unbelievable, and we are activating them with this technology instead of injecting. When you do that, the entrepreneurial spirited human person that you thought of that might not be the reachable person, but they're so reachable, is going to say, okay, yes, send me that. Okay. So when you do that, you can then go to toptierstart.com, right? This is the same thing, start.com, same thing, but I want you guys to see how it's toptierstart.com. Okay. And you can grab any of these presentations. Okay. This one right here, if you tell them to fast forward 9 minutes, Rick did a really great job on discussing the business model. And because we've never done direct sales before, it's probably very attractive for people that are entrepreneurial minded. So you just need to tell them to fast forward it. Okay, find the exact spot that they need to fast forward and say, look, this couple, they started building this, they brought this technology into the area, and I think that you need to do this with me. I want you to watch this and I want you to get a spot. Okay. When you do that, you are telling somebody where you're going. Danny did a phenomenal job last night. And if you did not hear it, when you go to the school app on Champion Makers, you can go to Classroom and there's actually team Zooms here. Last night, if you were unable to listen to it, Danny did a phenomenal job of discussing at the very end of it, if you need to fast forward it, but they did talk about the cruise and how fantastic it was if you want to get a good picture of Hawaii and what we're going to be experiencing together as we all go to Hawaii. But Danny did a great job of discussing how he said, this is where we're going. When Rick and I jumped into this, we had a very clear picture. I was introduced to the technology and I looked at Rick and I said, Rick, we are going to take this to the masses because everyone needs this. And when I called the closest people to us, that is what I said. We are bringing this technology to the area and we want you to do it with us. So when you are showing and painting a picture, a visual picture of how this technology works, that is what you want to paint. Okay. So that is what you're doing here. So if your goal is maybe 3 people on the left of your organization, 3 people on the right of your organization before the doctor Zoom, okay? And then you're telling them, look, I want you to think of 2 to 3, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people that are entrepreneurial that we can plug in before the doctor Zoom, even if they jump in at core, guys. You are painting a picture. Get a spot in my binary because I know 20 people that I am going to be putting in on Wednesday night on this Zoom. Do you see how you're painting the picture? And it's all truth because everybody needs this patch. And so that's going to be the way that that is going to be the way that you paint the picture to your organizations. Okay. So, and to all of your people. So this recording is going to be here so you can really visualize this. Okay. So on the health side or on the script side of things for the Doctor Zoom, here you go. Wednesday invite text messages for those that you don't know well. Rick and I call everyone. We call everyone. But for the people that you don't know well or you haven't spoken to in 20 years, screenshot these. Danny and Diane created these, and this is great. Okay? Take a look at this. This is how you will get additional people in on Wednesday night. We have so many tools prior to this. We have so many tools prior to this that you guys can utilize to get the people into your binary, right? And then they're able to plug in on Wednesday night their people. And instantaneously, you're popping directors and you are popping as a director. Remember, every single person is going to be utilizing this technology. Everybody. The only question is who's going to tell them? And Dr. Duggar is going to do a phenomenal job on Wednesday night. And Dr. Karen Vanoy, I believe is her name, she's going to be doing a great job. So here's people that have been thinking about it. So how many people do you owe a follow-up to? Okay. Hey, are you available on Wednesday at 8? I know you've been thinking about this. I know you've been considering this. This would be a powerful way to get clarity. So this is a awesome opportunity for you to go to step 7 in toptierstart.com and look at the follow-up. How are you following up with your people, right? How are your people following up with your people? If they're already patching, okay? What about the people in your organization that are already patching, but they're not sharing? This is huge. Plug them in because now all of a sudden they're starting to grow because, hey, do you have some people that really have been thinking about this? I mean, this is a really powerful one. It might be really good for you guys to screenshot this one and then crop to 4 different and almost set like half an hour for each one to identify the people that don't know anything about it. Who are the people that I want to to get in? Who are the people that I know are business savvy that need additional streams or believe in additional streams of income? Who are the people that are already patching in my organization? Let me go into my back office and let me take a look at that. And then who are the people that have been thinking about it? Even breaking this down to 30-minute increments since it's President's Day, this is going to be a huge opportunity for you. But meanwhile, don't forget the tools that we have that we've set in place for you guys, even if you don't like mine and Rick's. Our feelings never get hurt. It's impossible to get to hurt our feelings. You have so many opportunities between top uh tierstart.com. Look at all these opportunities. Dr. Tori's 12-minute with the business, 26-minute with the business. Dr. Harmon, 9 minutes just talking about the technology. Joe Navarro, Patty Glick. This is a ladies Zoom. You guys have all these opportunities, full business presentation. You guys have all these different opportunities, but what you want to do is utilize this to paint the picture. That is what we are becoming, is very good picture painters, because that documentary is coming out, guys. And once it comes out, this thing is exploding. And I know a lot of our directors, our 2-star and 3-star directors, our executive directors are starting to get a lot of people. And John Hinckley, I know that you can attest to this. You are starting to be given a lot of people that just go to lifewave.com and they're looking for um they're just looking to get the patch on their body. When they're looking to get their patch on their body, LifeWave does not keep these people for them. They give those people to directors and above. John, do you have anything to say about that? Because I know that you've been given quite a few.
It's true. It's very, very true. I love it when I love it when free money just shows up. I mean, it's a deal. It used to be director and above. Is it still director and above, or is it executive director and above now?
They don't give as many to director and above. Executive director gets more, but
Yep.
they're starting to give it to director and above because once you hit director, you become a leader.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I'm looking at it as your binary is growing and you're growing your business. And so let's help. And because there are so many people that are starting to flow in, because it didn't attract me, but William Shatner's thing has gotten a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So people are going to Lifeway because William Shatner is they did a really cool, I don't know, short commercial for Lifewave with William Shatner. So when people are going to lifewave.com and ordering patches, they are literally given to a brand partner.
Yeah, I got two people from Puerto Rico last week. It was crazy. I mean, I don't even know how that happened, but that's their address is Puerto Rico. So
Well, see, so this is huge, guys. So we really want to look at getting you all to directors and to executive directors, and we can do it. You guys have the tools with this. So John, thank you, because that is something that really should be our goal. I don't know another company that would just turn around and give away everything. So if you guys want to screenshot this, this is how you're going to get to director. Okay. Just think, if you plug in an invite and do the work now, you will earn Hawaii, and then also you will hit director. So this is just really, really big. We here, oh, I'm glad that you asked that, Kelly. Let me see. Oh, you know what? No, no, no. Let me show you guys. Okay, so right here, this is what I want y'all to do, because it's going to be gone after this week, obviously, is you're going to go to, if you like to stay organized, at the very top of Top Tier Start, and print this. Okay. The tracker in the back office is not up yet, but that's okay, because guys, we should be tracking our own points anyways. Okay. So if you just started, you just hit manager, you get an additional 1 point for however many weeks. Like I said, Lou Brown hit this in Lou Brown hit this in, oh my gosh, 9 hours, 10 hours. So, and then we're going to help you guys get to director. So I see those questions. We're going to answer those questions here shortly, because we do have a lot of new people on here. But the biggest piece is that to understand director, what happens is that you begin to place people in your organization, and then you help them begin to grow their organizations. And then that's how you become a leader. And then that's how Lifeway begins to go, oh my gosh, they're leaders. Let's help them, and let's put some people in under them, because we know that they'll lead them well. Okay, so, but this Hawaii tracker, you just want to print, and anybody that jumps in as a core, 2 points, advanced, 4 points, advanced plus, 6 points, premium, 8 points. Guys, do not discard the ones that you have already enrolled that are at core or advanced. Make phone calls. So again, this is what we're doing, because we wanted to create a moment for you guys to kind of plan how to get to Hawaii, or get to your 100 points, or get to your one, whatever it is. Make time, especially because it's a day a lot of people have, to say, all right, 30 minutes, I'm going to go through my organization and see who has jumped in as a core, and I'm going to contact them, and I'm going to help them upgrade to an advanced, or I'm going to help them, they're advanced, I'm going to help them upgrade to advanced plus. Okay. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that after, so that any of the Q&As we can help. But look at that. Look what John said. 10 points just getting your new person to manager 3-star. And we can do that this week with that Dr. Zoom. We can easily do that, guys. That's why we're showing you a roadmap of what to do. We're just not attaching ranks to it. But if you do identify your people that are your movers and your shakers that you want to put in your organization, then you tell them, okay, this is what you guys want to do. You want to also identify your people that are movers and shakers or entrepreneurial spirited, and put them in your organization. And then focus on all the health people for Wednesday night. Boom. You now have 3-star managers popping, 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 and directors popping, popping, popping. So now, once somebody hits 2-star manager under you, you get 2 points. 3-star manager underneath you, or manager 2-star manager, you get an additional 3 points. So if they hit manager 1 and manager 2, you get 5 points for Hawaii. So guys, this is something that is really, really big, and that is why we created this chart. Because when you look at this chart and you really map it out, because I'm a mapper, I need to see a map. if you look at the very top, this light gray, these are my 6 people that I know I want to get into the binary. They need the patch and they can see opportunity. And then they're all identifying people that need the patch and see opportunity. And as a leader who's put these people in, you're going, hey, do you want like a 12-minute video? Do you want to get Rick and Brittany on 3 ways for us to be able to help you? Do you need whoever's your leader of your organization, get on 3 ways. Be prepared to get on 3-way calls and let's help everybody get to Hawaii. Okay. So that is our plan. Okay, then they're placing people in, and then all of a sudden they're placing people in because of the health side on Wednesday night. So it's really a very doable situation, but you want to track your points as a leader. You want to track your points. Guys, we have not relied on the Hawaii tracker at all. At all. And you want to add anything on that? Because
Just a couple things to add, going back to what Bro was talking about with the binary. We had a couple we were talking to yesterday afternoon, and just looking at the power of the binary, right? They got in with us, I want to say it was March of 24, and they're just deciding now that they want to start using this as a business.
and they're gonna rock it.
They've got 4,675 people that are put in that we've put in underneath them. That's what's showing in one of the on their binary. Like that's the power of a binary. So they've really just got to rock and roll, and they've got one side to build. But it's huge. And back to the Hawaii tracker, if you are tracking this and you're having fun with it and you're looking at your organization, you're growing your business. That's the beauty of tracking something
Yeah.
yourself, is you're immersing yourself in it. It's a competition, right? It's an
Competition
incentive.
within yourself.
It's within yourself,
Yeah.
right? But all it is, and Britt mentioned the other thing I wanted to touch on is sending these text messages. Yes, there's text message groups where you have to sign up. One of the main differences in this is whether you're doing it part-time, full-time, just within a little bit of your spare time. If you want to make some extra income and do that, you have to be able to share the text message. It doesn't take that much time
Yeah.
to forward a text message to the people you invited, but or say, hey, you know what? Try to get them to Unstoppable, or try to get them. You've got to share that stuff, because what I'm hearing sometimes is people say, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to bother them. I don't want them to do that. But then you can't turn around and expect your income to grow and your business to grow if
Or
you don't
help
want to put in a
them.
tiny bit of work to help somebody. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, you've got to, that's what our focus is. We want to see so many people win. If there's people in your organization and you want to see them win, and you shift your mindset to helping and giving whatever you can give to them, which is sometimes just providing assets and resources and direction, then that is going to help grow your business in turn.
Yes. And so that guys, that we are here to help all of you guys go all the way. I mean, truly, there are some people that give it what 45 minutes to an hour a day, and they're
Less than
just
that.
or less than
How long
that, 30 minutes.
I watch you send 10 text messages in about 8 seconds.
Yeah. Well, we have
Spider Monkey over here will just keep forwarding text, and you're either going to look at it and say, "Oh, here's another text. How do I mute this conversation?" Or you're going to look at it and say, "Hey, you know what? There's some people that I enrolled, and I told them about the vision, and I told them about LifeWave, and
the
now I
puppies
need
out.
to.
The puppy's outside in the backyard. Is there
I'll just have a heart attack instead."
Sorry, I almost gave him a heart attack. The puppy fell. We just have a brand new puppy, and she fell into the pool today. So I'm like, the puppy's next to the pool. But yeah, like he said, is you have this opportunity of a lifetime. What we have to look at this, guys, is that we are leaders. Even if you've only enrolled one person, that person's livelihood has been entrusted to you. We can't control if they mute the chat. We can't control that. But what we can do is we can control how we are as leaders, right? That's what we can control. So when Rick and I saw these group chats, I was like, man, or these text threads, I said, Rick, we could there's just so much here that we could really share. Um, I can go back through our organization to people that have enrolled with us, 2 years ago. And I loved what Danny and Diane put together because I can say, hey, I see that you're still active. You obviously love the patch. Let's help you get them paid for. Are there some people that were on your heart this week? Because Wednesday night, we can get them on this call and we can at least get them in your organization, get your patches paid for. So that is the key there. So here's the other piece. So if you're new, ignore this piece, but this is going to be your future. Renita Brennan, who's actually a very good friend of mine and Rick's, she put this in, and Rick and I have never built before, right? So listening to somebody that's built an organization or a franchise before, and she's doing it at an incredible level of making 200,000 a month, we're going to listen to her. And so she said, Brittany, she said, launch parties are huge and important. And as leaders, once people hit director, they should be doing their own presentations. And she said, so we teach our people a 20-minute presentation of a flow of a presentation so that they're available at any time. And so 3 minutes of that presentation was really interesting. She was telling me this the other day, and then she ended up posting on our Facebook page, so I stole it from her. She said, there's 3 minutes of why am I doing this? Why am I building this business? I share that. And I paint the vision. Isn't that funny that somebody that's doing it at a high caliber is also doing exactly what everybody else is doing at the high caliber? She paints the picture and she downloads the explanation of the technology. She practiced for like a day, and then she started doing it for her family, enrolled her family. Some of us have, like me, have family that will have just not jumped in yet, but they're starting to. But she said, we really need to teach our people to do that. And so when you go to toptierstart.com, you're going to see this Facebook page here. This Facebook page, make sure everybody in your organization is there. Okay. This Facebook page actually, right here, you're going to see this. This actually has her video, or I'm sorry, her presentation that she uses. Okay, we have one at toptierstart.com, but you can even download this off of hers. And then take a look. She has the PubMed when people ask for articles of what the GHKCU copper peptide does. Okay. And then she has the wearable phototherapy apparatus patent. So she has all of that. This is right at the very top of the X39 and patch up trainings. Okay. And if you want to see how Renita does a presentation in 17 minutes, again, back to toptierstart.com, I actually placed her presentation here, right here. The very last presentation. Here's your eye doctor. Here's what Rick and I were showing you. But look at this. This is her presentation in 17 and a half minutes. And she does an incredible job of presenting. So do you see how it just all follows a great, it all follows a great, they all, okay. It all follows a great flow. Okay. So when you are wondering, hey, what are the patents and the studies? We put these here, and we also put them in the Top Tier Start under patents and studies so that you have full access so that doctors who need this can use this. Okay. You can use this and send this because this will take all questions out of doctors that really want it. Like we have an ER doctor that jumped in with us, and he just wanted to see the PubMed. That's all he wanted. And once he saw that it was in PubMed and the studies had been on the GHKCU copper peptide, and he saw that the patent says that the GHKCU copper peptide is elevated, boom, he jumped in. if somebody's going to question you, then don't focus on them. I mean, love them, but don't focus on them. I mean, wouldn't you say? I mean, don't try. We're
You
not in
don't
the
have to,
convincing
yeah,
business.
you don't have to, this isn't something you have to sell. And there are people out there, we spoke to someone the other day and, you want to say, oh, I looked at it, it probably doesn't work. I don't think it works. And I said, I mean, that's just if you want to spend time and energy with that, after seeing the amount of testimonies that we've seen, I don't know a single person that can tell me it doesn't work, right?
Yep.
And I'm sure there's someone out there, and I say people are obviously a lot more smarter. They're smarter than I am, but I just didn't understand where the guy was going to go with this because I said I guess that patent and those studies are all just make believe. All these other things happening are just make believe, and I'm so glad you're the one that told me what I've been doing for the last 2 years is just magic, and it doesn't work. So I don't know if he expected me to say, "Hell, thank you for letting me know." That's amazing thing. I'm going to shift completely now that you've said it doesn't work, and all these other doctors that disagree with you, it's no big deal, but we don't spend our time and energy with that. We're not here to convince that, you know, point them to the stuff, point them to the studies and share that. And then, like I said, you can see countless and countless testimonies and results that you've got. And that's what people really focus on, right? If you're in back pain or you're in any sort of pain and you want it dealt with, I looked at it and said, okay, if it works for those people, why wouldn't it work for me? Right? I'm not that special.
Yeah. And we're not in the convincing business. You know, we are in the hope giving business. And so that's what you want to, and that's okay to tell somebody. I'm not in the convincing business. Here's your patent, here's your studies. And if you do need to see a 2-hour doctor's video, I have access to that as well. Or I also have a video for David Schmidt. Do your research, and then I'm going to follow up with you. And then you move on. You are not in the convincing business. You are in the love and giving hope business. So hopefully all of this helps.
Yeah. And people's mindset can be changed and it can be done. It just doesn't need to be, you don't need to overdo it and get into an all-in battle. Sometimes it's human nature, right? If we want to say, hey, this is what it is, and people have that kind of debate, you'll have that. But you just need to just love people where they're at and share it with them. And then, like I said, they'll either see the opportunity or not.
Yeah. And so, guys, that this is going to be such a big week for all of us. I mean, this should be a massive, massive week. And so we just wanted this morning, I was like, we'll open up for 15 minutes of questions, but we wanted to make sure, especially those of you that are new, we can get you to manager and director really fast in this week because we have a map. And I love when we have a map. I love that because now, okay, hey, who are the people you've been thinking about? The 4 different opportunities with those scripts, where I'm going to be putting those scripts on the Facebook page. Then you have a map of looking at Hawaii and going, okay, I'm going to Hawaii. These are how many points I need. And this is what should happen. This is what needs to happen, right? And then the next piece is, okay, I'm a director or above. I'm going to help my people get to manager. I'm going to help my people get their patches paid for, you know? And then now that you have the map, it should be good. And I know that we're going to be following the same thing. There is nothing that we teach that we don't do daily. Daily. Rick has 3 meetings today before he even goes to Waco. I mean, it's, because he's doing a living room presentation out there. So that is something that you really want to lean in. Anything else on that?
I like that. Look how great my hair is.
His hair looks very gray in this. He's very sad. But okay, guys. So we're going to open this up for questions and just, help you guys rock and roll.
Hey, Britt, have you guys looked at the difference of the price of that promo on your website? It's saying $2.99, and if you look in your back office underneath the store on promo, it's only $1.99. So just make sure that you're still signing people up as a core. You're not pushing the promo on your brand new person. That pricing is for us or our preferred customers because it's $199 in our back office. It's $299 on our website.
Okay, great. So in the back office, let me show you where he's talking about. I'm just logging into a random person. Okay, so when you go to store and you hit promotions, okay, in your back office. So you want to, guys, your leaders here. See this? This is what John's talking about. X39, X49, the performance bundle is normally $179. Look at this, for $199, you get two X39s and one X49. And this is all for brand partners. So current brand partners, because I did email LifeWave this morning, and they are available via chat, by the way. LifeWave is available via chat today. So maybe their call office isn't available, but I've been chatting with them all morning long. Guys, be leaders. Contact them and ask them where your organization is for Hawaii. Find out all the people that are running for Hawaii in your organization. I already have a list of people that I was do. And I was going, no, this person should be a little bit higher. Guys, be leaders and do that. But here's the piece in your back office. Tell everybody where to go. Okay, because
I mean, that saves you $500. You can buy up to 5 of those promo packages. It saves you $500.
that is huge because guys, we believe in this so much that we actually purchased this for several people in our lives that God's just kind of put on our heart that we feel it's super necessary. And so this is huge for us. So yeah, so I mean, you said 5. Yeah, look at that. 5 quantity of 5. So tell your people this is a huge opportunity to see the difference. And then with YouTube, when you do X39, X49, and look, Faraday cage, remember that, guys? This is the Faraday cage protection. And you do David Schmidt. There are some powerful videos discussing, look, 25,000 views. This one's very, very good. And it's only 25,000 views. This is 36,000 views. So these are very fast. 18 minutes, 8 minutes of discussing the technology and why the X39 and the X49 are so powerful together. So when you do call your people, you can even say, hey, this is the promo that's going on. Reminder, this is what the X49 and the X39 do. And the performance bundle, a lot of our professional athletes utilize that. So hopefully that helps everybody. I hope so. Does that? Good. Okay. Any questions? We still have 10 minutes. If anybody wants to do any questions, we'll pray out. You're looking very dasher. Mr. GT over there. He's looking, Gilbert. Gilbert, I'm talking to you with your pilots.
Driving to the airport.
All right.
To do a 3-day haul, I bet. Giddy up.
Yep. All right.
Go to the chat. We'll stop recording.
All right. We're going to stop recording. We're going to pray over y'all, and then we're going to stay on.